I am back. I know it has been a few weeks since I last uploaded, but today I just felt like picking up my camera and I'm going to show you my very basic morning beauty routine, so including skincare, a little bit of hair, and then of course my makeup. And I've just been keeping it very simple and stripped back recently. In terms of where I've been, I'm not going to talk about this too much because it's still very raw and I'm not ready to talk about it, but I have been through a very traumatic period the last few weeks, and it's been a whole healing and learning process, and I just needed time offline to deal with that, and I just couldn't even bring myself to think about picking up my camera and filming myself. So I just took off a few weeks, which was the best thing for me, but I'm feeling so much stronger already, and it feels really good actually to be back and filming and chatting about the things I love. So yeah, I think I've had the perfect amount of time off, and I mean, as you can see, I'm not in my usual environment. I am back in Sussex at my mum's house, which has been a really lovely place to be for the last few weeks with what I've been dealing with. But now I'm ready to be back in London. So in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be moving back. I am super excited. I can't wait to show you, and just, I mean, you've been there throughout some of the most crazy important times during my life. So here's another chapter, guys, and you're gonna be coming along with me. So yeah, that's in a couple of weeks, hopefully 2-3 weeks, move back to London. So yeah, anyway, let's get into this video. I've got some of my beauty products here that I have been using. First of all, I've got the Wild deodorant. Now this is a refillable deodorant. I've already used it obviously because I got sleeves on my top, but this is a natural and vegan refillable deodorant that is sustainable. It's in a aluminium case, and the actual product that you refill is biodegradable as well, so it just ticks all the boxes and it actually works, so highly recommend that one. Now for skincare, I'm using the Bioscience eye cream. This is the marine algae eye cream. I feel like with eye creams you need to be a little bit wary, because at the end of the day you can just use your oils or serums or moisturizers if they're sensitive enough for your eye area. So when it comes to eye cream, I'm always like, it's got to be a good one for me to actually buy it and use it, and this one I absolutely love. So I've been using this now for a good few months, and I have really noticed a difference to my eye area. It reduces those dark circles. I find it refreshing. It's a lovely rich cream, and I should have put my hair back, shouldn't I? I'll do that in a minute. Just going to dab that gently around the eye area, and just reduces puffiness. I feel like it really works, which is why I'm telling you about this eye cream. So I just gently dab it around the eye area. My mum and my grandma and my great grandma always told me, never stretch the eye skin. You've got to be so gentle because that skin around your eyes is so delicate, and they actually used to say to me, once you stretch it it never goes back. I don't know if that's true, but it's always kind of stuck with me. I am just actually going to put my hair up because it's just gonna drive me mad, using my classic scrunchie that goes everywhere with me. I actually don't know where I got this from. People always ask me and I don't know. I've had it for so many years. Okay, now on to a really exciting part. This is a Smart Skin product. So I'm launching this next month. We've literally got just over a month to go until I can literally tell you all about it. This isn't the packaging, by the way. This is just some sustainable product sample packaging that I found. It's just glass and bamboo. I'll be able to reveal the actual packaging in a month. But this is the Smart Skin moisturizer. First time I have shown this at all. I've kind of given you sneak peeks of in my cupboard, but never actually used it before. I'm going to keep this very brief, very vague, because I want to wait until the launch to tell you all about the products. But this is the moisturizer that I have obviously been using now for a long time, because it's literally a product I've created. I've just basically created products that I have wanted in my life, and they're finally here. So one more month to wait, guys. Now, I always include my lip balm in my skincare routine. I know it's not technically skincare, but this is the L'Occitane Multi Balm. I show it in every single beauty video. I'm obsessed with it. It's so good. I use this twice a day, morning and night when I do my skincare. It just keeps the lips super, super moisturised, and I use it all year round as well. I'm going to leave the other products until the end. We're going to do makeup now. This is the biggest makeup bag ever. I've literally got most of like my products in here, but I've probably been using about 5 of the products, so it's really pointless me even having this whole makeup bag. I'm just going to put my products up here. First of all, I'm using the Chantecaille Anti-Smog Tinted Moisturiser, and this is SPF 15. The shade I went for is Glow. I don't know if this is still the right shade though, to be honest. Loads just came out. I didn't actually want that much. Okay, well, I'm putting on more than I normally would. So I haven't been using this every single day, to be honest. Like, most days I leave my skin completely fresh, just moisturiser and then a bit of concealer, which I'll show you in a minute. But just on days like today, where I feel like I need a little bit more coverage, I've got kind of these like scarring that's around here. I think it's from wearing a mask, to be honest. Like, just getting some like breakouts around here, I think, is pretty much from wearing a mask, which isn't great. But yeah, that's why I've decided today I'm just going to wear a little bit more coverage, and also it's got SPF 15 in there, and today's kind of sunny, kind of overcast, kind of sunny. And this isn't a foundation at all. This is literally a tinted moisturiser, so it's so light on the skin. So even though for me I say it's more coverage, it's still so super natural. I'm excited to show you guys this next product. This is my concealer that I've been using for the last few weeks. It's called the Perfecting Concealer by Code 8, and it's a seamless cover. I am super excited about this brand. I do have more of their products, but I don't have them with me, which is so frustrating because they're so beautiful. But I have been wearing the concealer every day, and I'm completely obsessed. It's a vegan brand. I would highly recommend checking them out if you haven't heard of them already. I actually hadn't heard of them, and they kindly sent me a package of like my selection of products that I thought sounded great, and honestly, no product has disappointed me. So I get really excited about brands like that where they just tick all the boxes, like their ethos aligns with my own, and they're so good. Like, you know, you often get brands in any category, not just beauty or skincare or makeup, but anything, where they tick all the boxes for being like sustainable and vegan, all that kind of stuff that's really important to me, but then you use it and it's like, doesn't work, because it's not necessarily a good alternative. So when you find a brand that ticks all the boxes and they actually work, it's just like, yes. So I just use my fingers for this concealer. It has a really nice like sponge on the end. I don't know if I showed you that actually. So you just kind of twist it. I mean, look how dirty that is. That's disgusting. I really should clean my products before I show them. You just twist the end, product comes out the top, and then a really lovely gentle sponge that I apply straight onto the skin, and then just use my fingers to blend it in. And I actually take that product with me in my handbag most days, just for top-ups. It just blends really, really beautifully into the skin. So yeah, it's nice to carry with you throughout the day. I hope it's not getting too dark. The clouds just keep coming over. I'm now going to use the Cora Organics Rose Quartz Luminizer. This is such a beautiful product. It is a creamy consistency that you just melts into your skin. I think this has coconut oil in there, and it literally, like, you just need to dab it onto the tops of your cheekbones and it just melts straight in and just creates this stunning little glow. Can you see that there? Very natural. It's not like sparkly or anything, but I just much prefer a very subtle glow like this one. This has been the highlighter, the only highlighter really that I've been using now for months and months. So I just add a little bit to the brow bone as well, and it just melts in. And then also I take a little bit into the inner corner of my eyes. Just makes you look nice and awake and refreshed, and no one knows that you haven't been sleeping. And then also onto the Cupid's bow. There we go. Just brightens everything up a little bit. Now, controversial, but that's it now for my skin. I'm not adding any powder, bronzer, blush, nothing. This is literally my skin makeup skin. I don't know what you'd say. That's it. So moving on to eyes and brows. I'm using my Laura Mercier eyelash curlers. I actually didn't know these were Laura Mercier. There you go. They're the best ones I've ever used. I'd really highly recommend them. My lashes, unfortunately, are the type that definitely need curling. I'm very jealous of girls that don't need to curl their lashes. Mine just naturally like to go straight rather than up. But luckily we've got equipment like this to help. And the mascara that I use is by Bare Minerals. It's the Lashtopia mascara, and this is mega volume mineral based mascara, and it's so good. My current favourite mascara, actually my current only mascara that I use. Can you see the difference that the curlers make? I've just put a little bit of mascara on that one, but this one not at all. It's amazing. Like, if you don't want to wear any makeup, you could literally just curl your lashes and then bam. Oh, I haven't even said where I'm going today, have I? So today I'm going to a party. It's actually a garden party, and I'm just praying that the weather kind of stays how it is and the sunshine comes out, because it's a pool party. So it's my friend's birthday, not far from here in Sussex, and they have a beautiful pool. I've never been to their house though, but it sounds stunning, and hopefully having like a bit of a garden pool vibe day, which is why I'm like wearing this top. I've got a really like pretty floaty skirt, but that's also why I'm not doing like too much eye makeup. I'm not using any eyeshadow, any eyeliner, nothing. For my eyes, it's literally mascara and that's it, because as it's a pool party, I just think it's completely pointless putting loads of makeup on. And also, I'm just really over putting loads of makeup on anyway. I think lockdown taught me a lot about myself, and actually gaining confidence in just being me, in terms of not having to put loads of makeup on every day, and not having to curl your hair, and not even having to put really nice clothes on. Like, just being yourself and learning to love the natural you, because that's the authentic you. I think we really take for granted our natural beauty sometimes, and it is hard for you to see it yourself because it's you and you always think you can do better or look better and be better. But actually, for me, having a few months of just being at home and not having to put all of that makeup on made me love myself and my own skin way more. And even now that we're out of lockdown, I've stuck to that, and I have no makeup days, and I haven't curled my hair or touched my hair with any kind of heating product now in months. And I feel strangely so much more confident in myself, and I appreciate my natural beauty. I know this sounds like I'm just being like, oh, I think I'm really pretty. No, it's not about that. It's about just learning to love yourself and accept yourself for who you are. And I think if you can get to a place where you are completely confident to walk down the street with no makeup on, it does show an element of self-love, which I think is incredibly attractive, but not only to other people, but to yourself, and just makes you feel so much better about yourself. Of course, I've got nothing against makeup and doing your hair and looking nice. I love that too. I love getting dressed up. I mean, look at what I'm doing right now. I'm saying all of that while putting mascara on my lashes. So whatever makes you feel happy and confident, like absolutely just, you know, go for it. Do whatever makes you happy. I just think for me personally, lockdown in a funny old way was really good for me. Okay, so lashes are done. And now I'm just going to use my brow pencil. This is also by Bare Minerals, and this is the Brow Master. It's a sculpting pencil. And the pencil is actually angled slightly, so it's in like an oval shape. And I just find that really, really useful to shape brows. I don't know why, but I always start from the outside and just kind of get that line straight. And then I just work up from there. I don't like my brows being too heavy. Like, I look back on photos now from a good few years ago, and my brows were way too penciled in and too heavy and bold for my face. So I just keep brushing through them basically, just to make them look as natural as possible. Maybe it's something about getting older. I don't know. I much prefer my face with less like intense makeup. How are you guys feeling post-lockdown? I think it's a funny old time for lots of people. I think, you know, people that I'm speaking to, friends, family, it seems like lockdown has affected everyone in very, very different ways. And it's almost like, you know, we dealt with lockdown while it was going on, because that was almost like survival mode, right? Like, okay, we stick to the rules, we're not going out unless we have to. And spent pretty much like however long it was, 3 months, I don't know, inside. But it's like now that we're out of lockdown and things are kind of back to normal and things are open and we have our freedom back, I think that's when it's really hit people, and the impact of lockdown has hit them now. So I'd be really interesting to hear your perspective on that. Have you noticed the same? Like, were you or people you know okay during lockdown, and then as soon as you're out it's like, whoa, this is intense, and it's almost like it's overwhelming. I definitely found that, you know, going back to London, having spent a few months in Berkshire. I mean, I loved being in Berkshire. It was literally like the dreamiest place to be during lockdown, and dealt with it really well, I think. But kind of going back to London, even though I was so excited to be back, was like, whoa, like there's so many people literally brushing past you on the street, and when you've gone from lockdown to that, it was a bit like, okay, this is a bit crazy. So yeah, I guess I'm just wondering if you guys felt the same coming out of lockdown. I know it feels like ages ago now, doesn't it? I can't believe we're at end of August. Mad, mad, mad. So brows are done. I'm now using the Hourglass Brow Shaping Gel. This is just in clear, and I'm pretty sure it's completely empty, so this probably isn't going to do anything at all. But just in case there is something in there, I just brush through my brows to hopefully keep them in place. To be honest, this is completely dry. This is so pointless. There's nothing in there. I need to repurchase. And then finally, the only lip product that I have been using for the last few months is, of course, the lipstick I created with L'Occitane. This is called Sweet Rosé, and it's basically the most beautiful, pretty nude pink that you can wear for any occasion, every single day. So I just basically apply it to the bottom lip, and then I use my finger to basically blend it in. You can have it bolder, obviously, and completely just draw it on. I love my beauty terminology. Draw on your lips. But for like a general everyday day, I just like the very natural blending it in. Oh, I'm just obsessed. It is like my dream lipstick shade. I love it. Okay, so makeup is done. Hair can come down. I'm going to add a bit of perfume. This is, of course, my favourite, Tom Ford Mandarino di Amalfi. It is one of those huge luxuries of life, my perfume, but I'm obsessed with it. It's actually running very low now. And now my hairbrush. This is by Manta. It was sent to me, and to be honest, I wasn't going to use it, but I think my hairbrush broke or something. So I started using it and I was like, whoa, this is a game changer. It's so good. My hair gets very knotty because it's very thick, especially like when it's wet and everything. But this somehow like doesn't tug. It's a really good hairbrush basically. And last but not least, I am going to add a little bit of dry shampoo to my hair. I only washed it day before yesterday, but I feel like it needs a bit of a zhuzh. So this is by Living Proof, and it is the Perfect Hair Day dry shampoo. The best one. I mean, who was I telling about? I was talking to a friend. Oh, I think it was Georgia. I was telling someone about this dry shampoo the other day, and it's the best one I've ever used. I'm going to stop talking while I do this. So as you can see, like, it doesn't go all white or anything. it just like immediately lifts it. Like I haven't done anything, I've just sprayed it in. So I just kind of make sure there aren't any streaks, or you know, just make sure it's all blended in. And then basically that's it. It's the simplest dry shampoo ever, even on like dark hair like mine. And there we go, my very basic day-to-day beauty routine. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you guys for sticking around, and thank you for your support, even though no one has any idea what's going on. But I really appreciate the kind messages that I have received over the last few weeks, purely from people that just know something is up. So thank you so much. Like I said at the beginning, work is everything to me right now. I'm just going to throw myself into it, and I mean, I've got Smart Skin launching in 1 month, so in a way all of this is great timing because I can just literally throw myself into the launch, and of course my videos and Instagram Reels have been fun for me to discover and play around with. Like that's something that I've been kind of exploring and playing around with, so that's been really good. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.